What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another pen knife combo pairing. This one's going to be kind of cool because it's hardworking, durable, but at the same time super classy in a, I don't know, industrial sort of way, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe industrial is the wrong word. Anyway, these are two things that I really enjoy. They match very well, and I think you are going to like them as well. So let's go over here, and I'm going to show you two things that I absolutely love. We have, in the pen department, our Diplomat Aero in a fine point. So we'll get into the details of that in a moment. And we have our Benchmade Weekender. Well, what do you want to talk about first? Let's talk about the knife first. So this knife is really cool. It doesn't have a pocket clip, so it is very kind of more traditional style because for a couple of reasons. One, because it is no pocket clip. It just a slip it in your pocket sort of deal. And it is also a slip joint. So there's no blade lock. It just has the half stop there, which is really good. The walk and talk on this is actually very nice. So this is meant to be kind of a weekender picnic sort of knife, and I'll show you why in a moment. It's got S30V steel with a nice stonewash finish on the blade, which I really love. I love these orange anodized inserts on the pivots. It's got this kind of denim micarta look that's sort of olivey but sort of brown. Like it's more, it says on the website olive, but it's actually more brown in person. And of course I've had this for a while, so I've really kind of worn it in, and it kind of, gets really nice and, I don't know, just worn feeling. So that orange and brown really goes well together. It also has a pen blade on the other side. So we've actually got two blades. So it kind of takes your old traditional slip joint, like a case sort of knife, but then brings it into the 21st century, which I really like. And then there's another thing in here too. We have a bottle opener. The bottle opener is interesting because if we close up these other blades, we'll see that the bottle opener is not straight off the end, that it's on an angle. And believe it or not, that actually makes a difference when you're opening a bottle, because you're not way up here like this. You actually have at an angle that works. The bottle opener works really well. And for this knife, since there's no flip, this is my fidget with this knife. I actually fidget with the bottle opener when I have this knife. I love the way the lock bars look on the back and the machining on the back. I really like them. I really love the edge on this knife. This knife is very sharp. It keeps an edge very well. We've got, sort of a modified clip point, like an old school buck knife kind of clip point, but it's more modern looking, right? It's a little bit straighter. It's got a nice taper down to it. It's the thickness behind the edge is very thin. It's just a super workable, proper knife. Now, most slip joints, sometimes you'll feel like, can I put some muscle behind this, or is it gonna give me some trouble? I do not think so. I have put this thing through some serious paces, really bear down on it, and it really does whatever you want it to do. This is one of those knives where if you're into pocket knives, if you enjoy this stuff, it's kind of next level price-wise, but also feature, build, and everything else-wise. So this knife is, if you're a basic pocket knife person and you're kind of stepping up your game a little bit, this dude right here, keeping it a little bit traditional with the no pocket clip and the slip joint, this Benchmade Weekender is really cool. So in that same vein of the Weekender knife, casual yet at the same time a little bit kind of classed up, right, with these anodized parts and just the clean look of it. Just really nice, kind of semi-symmetrical, the way the scales are on there, super cool. Now we come to the pen. And this pen is by Diplomat. It is called the Diplomat Aero, which makes sense, right? It's very kind of 50s sort of vibe, right? A little bit futuristic, but at the same time traditional. Of course, it looks sort of like a Zeppelin. That's where the Aero comes from. This is actually anodized aluminum, which is why I kind of thought it would pair well with this knife because of the anodized aluminum parts. We've got a black clip here. The clip is really super functional. It works really well. We've got the Diplomat logo here on the finial of the cap. And this is a cartridge converter pen, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, let's take the cap off. So the cap has a rubber O-ring or some sort of, there's like a little retainer clip in there. So when you cap this pen, listen to this. There is nothing like that. This capping experience just makes you want to do that over and over again. Anodized and then laser etched with Diplomat. So Diplomat's a German company, by the way. It says Germany right there. I'm pretty sure these are Jowo nibs made for Diplomat. This is a fine. A lot of these knife pen pairing combinations, you're going to see finer nibs because for those of you that are not familiar with fountain pens, it's going to be easier to write on more, crappier paper and stuff when you're out and about doing the thing. The section is also aluminum, very streamlined. And if we spin the barrel off, this is, again, incredible machining. Just incredible machining. We've got the Diplomat branded converter in there. I mean, this pen is just incredible. Just absolutely, again, the machining is just next level. And that's why I think putting these two together are great, because the quality of this knife is absolutely incredible. The quality and the cleanliness of both of these with a bit of an edgy dressiness to them, but also the kind of the casual weekend sort of look, I just really, really, really love. Tell you what, let's go ahead and write something with this pen and show you what that's like. All right, let me know if you know what that, in the comments, if you know what that movie quote is. This is Diplomat, or I apologize, this is Monteverde Scotch Brown. I thought it would be appropriate to use with this pen, with this ink and this color of knife. It's a little orangey brown that works really, really well with this combination. The thing about these nibs is, at this price point, you can start to get into gold nib pens. However, the steel nib that comes on this pen the performance is phenomenal. It writes so well, so smooth. It looks good. It fits the pen well. It's just an easy pen to write with. It's got a little weight to it because of the aluminum. You can post it. I don't usually, maybe I do. I don't know. I can't really think. I don't know. I don't really think about it that much. I just kind of do it. I just kind of do what I'm gonna do. But this pen, the nib is super, super smooth. Gives you a little bit of feedback, but not much. On this paper, it just feels really good and acts really good and works really well. So this is my choice for the pen and knife combo for the week. These are two that you could just take anywhere, do anything, and be pleasing to most people. You could carry this knife without, being too tactical, if you will, but get hard work done if you need to. And you could also carry this in a dress situation, a casual situation. It just kind of does it all. So there you go. The Diplomat Aero. This is a fine. I really like the fine in this pen. And the Benchmade Weekender. I'll leave links to both of these in the description. I think you will dig them. Again, these are kind of next level up from the beginner kind of stuff, but at the same time, worth the try. You will really enjoy these two if you put them together. I'll leave links to everything, the paper, the ink, the knife, and the pen in the description below. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next video.